In this video, I am going to discuss about three special lines: x is equal to a, y is equal to b, and y is equal to kx. My objective here is to discuss these three forms of special straight lines. Let's consider the first case, x is equal to a. If you have an equation that is of this form, x is equal to a, or it can be converted to this form, this actually represents a vertical line that goes through the point 0, a, which is, by the way, also the x-intercept of this vertical line. Okay, so now let's give a specific example to help you understand things better. Let's say this is x, this is y, and I'm given the equation x is equal to 2. So let's say this is my 2, 0, and it's going to be a straight line, vertical straight line going through the point 2, 0. So any equation that has the form x is equal to a, it actually represents a vertical line through the point a, 0. Now sometimes equations may not be exactly like this. For instance, if I gave you 2x is equal to 5, this equation is not exactly in this form, but I can convert it into this form. By dividing both sides by 2, I'll get x is equal to 5 over 2. This is a vertical line, of course, through the point 5 over 2, 0. Now let's talk about the second scenario, y is equal to b. If you have a straight line of this form, y is equal to b, it represents a horizontal line. Now this horizontal line goes through the point 0, b, which is the y-intercept of this line. Y-intercept of this line. Okay, let me give a specific example. If I gave you y is equal to 3, let's say this is our coordinate system, and that's my 0, 3, and the line we are talking about is this horizontal line. Now note that a horizontal line does not have an x-intercept. Okay, however, it can overlap with the x-axis, which is this. If it overlaps with the x-axis, then there are infinitely many points where it intersects, or it basically overlaps. Unless it overlaps with the x-axis, a horizontal line will not have an x-intercept. Also, similarly, a vertical line, this one, it will not have a y-intercept unless it overlaps with the y-axis. In that case, there will be infinitely many overlapping points. Now, keep in mind, any equation that can be converted to this form is going to be a horizontal line. And again, let's say the equation 3y is equal to -12 is not exactly in this form, but we can convert it into in this form by dividing both sides by 3. That's going to give me y is equal to -4. So this is a horizontal line through the point, let's say here, 0, -4. Now let's talk about the last case, y is equal to kx, where k is a constant. K is a constant. Now this equation represents a straight line that goes through the origin. So if you have an equation of this form, or it can be converted to this form, it will be a straight line that goes through the origin, and the orientation of this straight line will be dependent on the value of k. If k is positive, the slope is positive, the line is going to go up as you go from left to right. If k is negative, the slope is negative, line is going to go down as you go from left to right. Now any equation that can be expressed in this form is going to go through the origin. So let's give you an equation, y is equal to -2x. This is an equation that goes through the origin and has a slope of -2. So let me just try to draw it. It's probably going to look something like this. Slope -2. Now let me give an example where it's not exactly in this form. However, you can convert it to this form, like 2x plus 5y is equal to 0. This equation is not exactly in this form, y is equal to kx, but you can solve for y and put it in this form. If you solve for y, you see it's going to be negative 2 over 5x. Now you have it in the form y is equal to kx, and this is the value of k, or the slope. So this is a special case. Now let me touch on two special vertical and horizontal lines, which are the x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis, it's a horizontal line, and it goes through the origin. It intercepts the y-axis at 0. So the equation of an x-axis is y is equal to 0. There's the equation of x-axis. And then the other special case is the equation of the y-axis, which is a vertical line, and of course is gonna be of the form x is equal to a. Now any point on the vertical line that is on the y-axis, or the y-axis itself, has an x value of 0, which means the equation is going to be x is equal to 0. Okay, so x is equal to 0. This is going to be the equation of y-axis. So keep this in mind. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of x-axis, and x is equal to 0 is the equation of y-axis. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.